Creador Ara 10位サウザピー
Pinagtawanan ng malalakas na suntok ni Casimero dahil sa hindi daw tumatalab sa retiradong boksingero. Magandang araw sa inyo mga idol. Ang ating pong itatampok sa videong ito ay ito pong paparating na laban ni Casimero at ilang pag-aanalisa para sa kanyang nagdaan na laban. Marami po kasi ngayong mga Pinoy boxing fans ang nagsasabi na tila hindi na nga daw ganoon kalakas ang mga suntok nitong si Casimero dahil sa hindi daw po kasi nito napabagsak lamang noon sa kanilang laban ang isang Hapon na si Yoshinori Ogoni. Kaya naman po ang mungkay ng karamihan ay papaano pa kaya kuno daw nito mapapabagsak sa ibabaw ng lona ang ngayong mas matibay na si Sanchez. Kung ganito po ang inyong nasa isipan mga idol ay sigurado'y nararapat dito ang hamon nitong si Milan El Metodico Milindo na subukan niyong magpasunto kay Casimero para kuno sa gayon ay malasap mo kung gaano nga ba kalakas kung bumayo ang ating pambansang angas ng Pinas na si General Casimero. Ngayon ay susubukan ko pong ipaliwanag sa inyo sa kung bakit nga ba parang hindi natitinag itong si Yoshinori Ogoni nung pinagsasalo nito ang lahat ng malalakas na patama nitong ating kababayan. Hindi po kasi totoo mga idol na wala na ang lakas ni Casimero dahil sa naririyan pa rin po kasi ang lakas ng ating kababayan. Meron lamang naging mali sa gameplan ng ating kababayan nung makaharap nito si Ogoni. Papaliwanag ko pong maigi mga idol. Si Yoshinori Ogoni po kasi mga idol ay kilala bilang boksingero na hindi po ganoon katatag sa pagtanggap ng malalakas na suntok mula sa kanyang kalaban. Sa katunayan nga mga idol ay kahit patusok na jab lamang ay napapabagsak itong si Ogoni. Ngayon ay bakit ito nang si Casimero ang bumabayo ng suntok bakit para bang pinagpaglamang ng Hapon na ito ang malalakas na suntok ng ating kababayan? Ito po ay dahil sa alam kasi ni Ogoni kung kailan lalagapak ang mga suntok ni Casimero, kung saan po kitang-kita ang mga pinanggagalingan ng mga suntok ni Casimero. Kaya naman ay napaghahandaan ng katawan nitong si Yoshinori Ogoni ang lagapak o ang impact ng mga suntok ng ating kababayan. Kung atin po kasing susuriin ang estilo ni Casimero nung makaharap itong si Ogoni mga idol, ay para bang nag-iisa lamang talaga ang lokasyon at pinanggagalingan ng mga suntok ni Casimero, kung saan po ay palagi po nitong sinisetap na mabigyan ng malaking espasyo itong kanyang kanang kamao. Kaya naman nababasa ni Ogoni at napaghahanda nang wala pong kahirap-hirap ang suntok ni Casimero. At kung inyo pong maalala mga idol itong naging pahayag ni Coach Nunoy Neri, ay diba sinabi nito na nawala di umano ang mga peke at mga pakagat na suntok nitong si Casimero na naging dahilan kung bakit napakahirap mabasa kung kailan nga ba magbabato ng malalakas na suntok si Casimero noon. Ito po ang aking naiisip ng mga kadahilanan mga idol kung bakit nga ba nakakayanan ng mga kalaban ni Casimero ang kanyang mga suntok. Hindi po dahil sa mahina na ang suntok ni Casimero mga idol. Ito po ay dahil sa nag-iisa na lamang ang game plan na ginagamit ni Casimero sa pag-setup ng kanyang mga suntok. At isa pang naging malaking problema kay Casimero ay ang matinding pagnanais po nito na man-knockout agad ang kalaban. Kaya naman kung makikita nyo mga idol mas maraming malalakas sa suntok agad ang kanyang pinapakawalan sa laban. Hindi po katulad noong Casimero na lumalaban sa 118 pounds bantamweight division mga idol na palagi pong kalmado sa laban at sinisilip ang tamang pagkakataon para sa gayon ay mapuruhan ang kalaban. Ganito po kasi ang Casimero na nakatalo noon kay Zolani Tete mga idol. Casimero na hindi basta-basta bumibira sa alanganing mga posisyon na kung saan ay kalkulado ang bawat patama sa laban. Ngayon sa video pong ito mga idol ay ihahain ko sa inyo ang dalawang laban ni Casimero na kung saan ay makikita nyo mga idol ang aking sinasabi sa videong ito. Unahin na po natin ang makakalaban ni Casimero ang isang Zolani Tete na kung saan ay matalim at nagmistulang mabangis ng leon itong si Casimero na matyagang inaantay ang pagkakamali ng kanyang kalaban.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the former IBF Junior Bantamweight World Champion and tonight the reigning and defending WBO Bantamweight Champion of the World, Zolani Tete!
Okay, for cold break boys, you take one step back. Don't throw any punches on the back of the head. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
Well, we know that Tete is a terrific technical boxer and also that he's got power, but he's not been in the ring competitively since October last year. In that time, Casimero has had 3 knockout victories. His last 4 wins have all come by stoppage. He is a banger, and he is most definitely here thinking and believing that he can defeat this brilliant South African.
Well, the obvious tactic is to get inside that beautiful long jab there of Tete, which is achievable, but the problem is then you have that uppercut to worry about. When we've seen that, how effective that can be in the past. He takes a little half a step back, Tete, and then whips that uppercut right through the middle.
Tete had 1 win, which came in 11 seconds, the quickest ever in a world title fight. Well, it's not, I suspect that might never be broken. Casimero, who'll be known to British fans as the man who stopped Charlie Edwards in September 3 years ago in an IBF flyweight title defence. He won this interim title in February against Ricardo Espinosa and then defended it in August against Cesar Ramirez. Both those came by way of stoppage.
Oh, he's a quality operator, and if you allow him forward momentum and he gets it on his side, then he's a really hard man to deter. He really is. So for Tete, it's just keeping him in his place all the time, pivoting on that front foot, whipping that jab out, not shortening the gap.
Tete, tremendous athlete, stands 5'9" and only weighed 8 stone 4 at the weigh-in. Comfortably made the 8'6" limit.
That's the crazy part of it.
On occasion, he kind of just does enough. We commentated on a fight over in Yekaterinburg last year. It was that fight last October. Yep. And that was that sort of fight, wasn't it? He won by about a 4 or 5 point margin, but he never really took any risks at all.
No, he can coach the fight, can't he? So he can stick in second gear, just pick you off and be happy with that.
Well, fairly quiet opening round. Bell just coming up as Casimero tries to launch that right hand and just whips it through thin air. Well, as we go into the second round, how did you score that one, Barry?
I give it to Tete. I think just some of those flicking jabs were enough to give him the edge for me. Casimero didn't really do enough, if anything, to be fair.
Quiet sort of opener, wasn't it? Test will come when Casimero lands one of those big punches,
or when he fully commits to an attack. He's jumped into a few attacks, but I don't think he's been fully committed. And when he does that, if he can be effective, or if Tete can read it, and as we said earlier, whip that uppercut on the target.
Casimero promoted by the legendary Manny Pacquiao. Sean Gibbons representing the little master over here. I think he's the chief executive officer or something of Pacquiao Promotions.
Or something.
Yeah, well, it's a significant job, you know. He introduced himself to me as that and also as the president, so I'm not sure which it was.
Again, Casimero got too much experience just to rush in because he knows he'll walk on the shots, but also with him not doing that means he's not being remotely effective. And even though Tete's not doing enough, he should be doing a lot more with that right jab, to be fair.
Tete just looks huge in comparison to Casimero.
That's an advantage he always has over pretty much every fight that he's faced.
Talked about moving up in weights, that might happen at some point. And I guess another option, talked about Inui, but Rigondo, the Cuban, is fighting Liborio Solis for the regular WBA title. That's coming up in about 3 weeks, and Tete's talked about fighting Rigondo, or as he's correctly pronounced with the Spanish accent, Rigondao.
And look, two absolute geniuses, but it could also be a stinker of a fight, because they might just both be looking at each other.
Could be a chess match,
staring at each other to make the first move, yeah.
Which this is a little bit at the moment.
Yeah, it is. And again, Casimero's trying to attack, but short little right hand there. I thought it was half a head as well.
As ever, Tete's entourage came to the ring singing and dancing. as the second when he fought over in Yekaterinburg in Russia last October.
Well, obviously, that's better there for Casimero.
Doubling up on the jab.
Well, I guess he thinks, it's your move to close the gap, not mine. I'm the taller fighter with the longer reach. I want to keep it long. You gotta try and bring it to me.
Bags of experience though, Casimero. Got a record of 5 wins and 2 defeats in world title fights. Tete 5-1. He's won his last 12 since September 2012. Oh, Casimero got him. He's got him with a bot now. He's given it. He's got him with a body shot, was it?
No, it was on the chin. It was a short right hook to the chin.
And he's in trouble.
He's all over the place.
He's in real trouble. Tete's in a lot of trouble. And the referee wants to look at him. He's allowing it to continue. But referee asking, is he okay? Casimero wants to finish it right here, right now. And finish it he has. The title changes hands in sensational fashion. Zolani Tete stopped by John Real Casimero of the Philippines. And the big South African favourite suffers a defeat which was simply not expected, no way.
Well, we're sat here just praising Tete up, and all of a sudden Casimero comes in with a short hook, sort of turns the body, hits Tete sort of flush on the chin, squared up, and that was it. He crumbled.
It caught him on the blind side from where we're sitting, and you did well to pick that up because it was such a quick, short shot.
It was. He jumped into the attack there, and we're saying how good Tete is, and he waits for you to make the mistake, waits for you to engage, but we wouldn't give him Casimero enough.
Ngayon sunod naman natin mga idol ang laban ni Casimero at Ugoni, na kung saan ay makikita nyo mga idol na para bang malayong Casimero ang lumaban kay Ugoni, na walang masyadong game plan at para bang nakapokus lamang sa kung paano niya nga ba maipapatama ang kanyang malakas na kanan. Ito kasi ang naging dahilan kung bakit nakakaya ni Ugoni ang malalakas sa mga suntok ni Casimero, dahil sa isang lokasyon lamang lagi nang gagaling ang mga patama ng ating kababayan.
秒、4ラウンド27秒、負傷引き分けでございます。この試合の負傷引き分けタイムは